Yo! Welcome to the second World Championship qualifiers, Europe Chel Showdown. In this first stage, we played 20 games with a random matchmaking, and the top 16 players make it through to the bracket play, where 4 players qualified to the console finals and get cash prizes. But in this video, we will only focus on the first 20 games. Here's the team for the qualifiers. You saw this at the end of the last video. Changes from the first qualifier. Taylor Hayes is the first line center. Mark Messier is out of the lineup. Gretzky is playing in the wing. Modano at center. And Martin Jones in the net. Here's my strats for the second qualifier. I've switched a lot of stuff up. First of all, don't mind my team on the left. That's my current team. So I'm playing first and fourth line crash the net now. Second and third line behind the net slider 0, 10, 10, 7. I want to be more aggressive offensively. First qualifiers we had a lot of puck possession and I think we played pretty good, but we could have been more aggressive and better offensively, especially scoring wise. So with crash the net I want to have some different looks and more players kinda at the net. I at least want to see if that works. Pinches at 3, I felt like everything else has felt horrible. Also, cycle shoot for defenders, it's maximum. First qualifiers I had it at 0. Again, I'm trying to have some different looks kinda offensively. Also defensively we've doubled down on aggressiveness, even more aggressive forecheck, and we've changed puckside attack to high pressure, be really aggressive. Offensively full attack blue to blue and stay wide. So we're also playing a full attack, again trying to be a bit more aggressive maybe towards the net. Just a tiny note here, these games were played a bit over a week ago, so this was before the patch which nerfed full pressure and players endurance. Let's start the qualifiers, and as you see we're also playing on a different camera angle, overhead. As you see I'm trying a lot of different stuff because I didn't qualify from the first qualifier. I want to see how all these changes affect my gameplay. But let's get it started. First 3 games I started off unbelievable. We did play against Division 1 to 2 opponents, but our offense was unbelievable, full attack, and I just really tried to attack the net all the time, which seemed to work fantastically in the beginning. Defense was working good, Jones was making some good saves, and I was feeling super comfortable. Yo, in the World Championships! Ooh, that's a sick goal, Jesus. Hey, Nathan McKinnon, let's go. Game number 4, and this was an interesting one. Another pretty similar level of opponent to my first games. I started off the exact same. I scored 4 goals in the first period, was absolutely on fire. Yo! Oh my god, Daukti to Heis. My opponent got a couple goals back, but right after he scored, I scored some more. We're leading 6-2, and you're probably wondering why I'm still showing you this game. Things started to go downhill from here. I had scoring opportunities to get a 5-goal lead. I'm feeling good at this stage. Obviously, I'm not worried at all. But then I take a couple penalties, and my opponent kind of gets the momentum of the game here. He scores his 3rd goal and his 4th goal back to back, and it's only a 2-goal game all of a sudden. And it doesn't take long for my opponent to get back within 1. Oh, Jesus, man. We need to take a timeout. So this is the thing. The way I played, honestly, on both sides of the puck made my games very high scoring, a lot of chances all around. And especially with the aggressiveness I played on defense, if I made some mistakes and didn't read all the situations right, my opponents got a lot of scoring chances. I'm leading by 1 goal heading into the 3rd, and I really don't want to choke this. Oh my god, what a save. With 10 minutes to go, we do find our 7th goal though, and we're leading by 2 again. Is it game over now? Of course it's not! My opponent doesn't give up. But at the end of the game, my opponent did take another penalty, and we did end up winning the game 8-6. But this was a bit nerve-wracking, not going to lie. Almost choking a 4-goal lead. But we did get it done. What a game. Games number 5 to 14 were pretty straightforward for me. I scored a lot of goals. Again, crashed the net, full attack, attacking the net. Everything seemed to be working fantastically. I'm scoring at least 5 goals every single game. During these games, I did play a couple good opponents, but yeah, it didn't matter. Still felt super comfortable. I also did play some worse players, and my games 10 to 14 were all walkover wins as well, so I got really lucky as well with the matchmaking here. The problem this qualifying format has is that when players know they won't get into the top 16 anymore, like after they lost 3 to 4 games, most of the players just quit, give up, so when they find opponents through the matchmaking, they just won't play, which means a lot of players get free walkover wins. Throughout my run, I think I got 5 or 6, but there were players players who made to the top 16 who got 15 walkover wins. And I think this is the big problem running the matchmaking through a website and not through the game itself. People should play all their 20 games to actually earn their spot, right? In the third and final qualifier, you do play through the game itself and you get rewards, just like in Hood Champs. Your opponent did not arrive, you will win by default. It's hard to take NHL esports seriously enough with formats like this. We're 4-0 today without play. Game number 15 against Vattu. I played this guy in the first qualifiers also. I won the IIHF Evo Championship with this guy in NHL 22. So he's one of the top tier players in Europe. And this was probably the first game where I could really compare my game styles from the two qualifiers to each other. I won Vattu 3-1 in the first qualifiers. It was a really slow paced game. Wasn't that entertaining, but this game was totally the opposite. First period was pretty back and forth. I felt like I created some scoring chances and I played good, but I just couldn't find the back of the net. Oh, what a play! At the end of the first period, I do get a goal with Teuvo Teräväinen though. My fourth line strikes. Nice! Teuvo Teräväinen, fourth line! Straight after that though, a horrible offensive zone penalty by me. This is the biggest problem in my gameplay. I take way too many penalties. You've seen it in Hood Champs this year, in Rivals, you saw it in the first qualifiers. I don't know what's up with the penalties, especially with the tripping penalties. I need to chill with these. And Vattu ties the game. Just annoying, cause I felt like I've had a good start to the game, which I just threw away. Continuing after that, it's still a back and forth game in the second period, still creating scoring chances. I'm not scoring with the same percentage that I was during the other games though. Obviously with my opponent being better, taking chances away, defending my scoring chances better, etc. Of course it's harder to score as well, but I still felt like I could have capitalized more on some of these chances. Vattu had opportunities as well, but Martin Jones, man, honestly. Goalie overall in NHLs don't matter. I have an 83 overall shows in net. He's playing at least as good as my 87 Hellebuck was in the first qualifiers. Start of the third period, we finally get on the board. Taylor Heiss! Nice! Taylor Heiss! Straight after that, beautiful passing play. USA kick, and we're leading 3-1. Come on, beautiful play. Joesaki. And things are looking good. But straight after that, Vattu gets the game within one. And this is really annoying. You know, I get the 2-goal lead. I feel good. And straight after that, game is back within one. And I just can't get any breathing room. But in my next attack, Mike Modano. I don't know how that shot went in. Oi, oi, oi! Mike Modano! How did that go in? I felt like his Hellebuck should have had that. But again, we have the 2-goal lead. But I take another tripping penalty! What's wrong with me, man? I killed the penalty, but after that, Vattu gets full pressure active. And he scores. Oh, that's a goal. Vattu straight after that has an unbelievable scoring chance, but Martin Jones! Oh my god! And that save basically won us the game. We ended up winning 4-3. Martin Jones, thank you. Come on, what a game. Game number 16, and we're playing Iken. Iken is one of the best in Europe, multiple times Swedish champion. I played him in the European Championship semi-finals 2 times. But at the start of the game, straight off the gate, McDavid backdoor finds the back of the net. Got to say my first line with McKinnon and McDavid on the wings, both having gold wheels on. It was really easy to get these counterattacks down the wing, and I felt like every opponent was struggling with that. After my first goal, I was struggling though. I take more penalties, cause that's just the way it goes. I don't even want to say it's nerves, cause it happens all the time. It happens in regular games, it happens in tournaments. I just need to use the poke check less in some situations. Maybe I should glue down my poke check button, so I just never press it. Iken's all over me here, and he did get the game tied, but I don't know how Teuvo Teräväinen doesn't hit the puck when I'm trying to clear the zone. Come on, Teuvo! And got to say against Iken, I was really struggling. He was by far the best player I played this year, defending the neutral zone and defending my zone entries. In his first line deep pair, he had 2 players with gold shutdown, and I felt like it was impossible for me to sometimes enter his zone. And even when I entered his zone, he took my space away really good. Iken scored his second goal, and I honestly felt like I'm getting outplayed here, and this is the first time this year where I'm struggling with zone entries. So yeah, the simple stuff wasn't getting it done, so we needed to try some different ways to enter the zone. Here's a nice give and go, which gets me a breakaway with Modano, just can score. And in this last 10 minutes of game 2, I finally started creating some offense, creating some scoring opportunities. And at the end of the day, my forecheck pays off. I take away the puck from Iken Seabrook, kinda get a lucky bounce here. I tried to throw a rebound. Nice! Come on! Got a nice bounce of the start of the third period. I finally got a bit of momentum at the end of the second, so feeling alright here, but Iken scores with a pass. Okay. That's a weird one, because I know that's kind of a glitch goal in this game. Those passes go through the goalie's legs, especially when goalies are hugging the post. So I'm not actually sure if Iken did that on purpose or was it an accident. Anyways, we're down again and we need to step up again. 11 minutes to go. I'm breaking out the puck with Heiskanen. Again, I entered the zone, but even when I got to the corners, look at how much forecheck Iken has. His goal shutdowns are doing damage. But from the broken play, I score my third goal. I got pretty lucky with this. Aye! Let's go! Come on! But again, this is how the game went against Iken. Even when I got to his zone, I felt like there was not much space at all. I couldn't get long attacks at all, and all of my scoring chances kinda came straight when I entered the zone. Or as you've seen, my last 2 goals have been from broken plays, so this is what I needed to take advantage of. 5 minutes to go. I finally get into the zone pretty easily here, and finally I feel like Iken's not getting the pressure he has the whole game against me. So I'm trying to slow it down, trying to make Iken uncomfortable, trying to get the pressure on. It's working, but I find an opportunity with Sakic, and Sakic just didn't have energy. I couldn't get the shot off. 1 minute to go, Iken enters my zone. Broken play, he kinda gets a lucky bounce there, and I'm not happy. "20 seconds to go, Iken enters my zone. He's trying to kill the time in my zone, like he should. I force him into a mistake though, in the corner, and I have one more chance. That was so close. Man, I'm 100% sure if I got that pass through to McDavid, I would have just went short side and it would have been a goal, but yeah, wasn't meant to be. And at the end of the day, I honestly felt like Iken was the better player in this game and deserved the win. Honestly, I've not struggled offensively against any player this year as much as I did against Iken. Last 4 games, I got 2 walkovers again, and the other 2 games were basically blowout wins for me. Again, I did play against Division 1 opponents, but with the way I was attacking offensively, if I got the lead early and I got the momentum, it was really hard for my opponents to kind of get back into the game. And when you're leading by 2-3, right, your opponent has to be more aggressive and then more chances open up. And even against good players, games can easily go to blowouts. We finished 19-1, lost 1 game, but we made it through to the top 16. So the top 16 is played with single elimination best of 3 series. So I need to win 2 best of 3 series to qualify and to get cash. I have videos coming out on back-to-back days now. So tomorrow you'll see highlights of my last 2 hood champs and rivals. And we will talk about the patch. We all know the patch, which I feel like I kinda started. But yeah, we will go over that in my next video. That will most likely be tomorrow. And then after that video, we will go over the top 16 stage of the qualifiers. So yeah, next couple of days, a lot of content coming out. Everybody, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.